Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Item number 1, authorizing an agreement with the New York State Office for the Aging regarding the Elder Caregiver Support Programs. How are you this evening?
Very well, thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Ms. Reed, for opening.
Expedite things.
Each of these requests tonight, just so you know, is for acceptance of our annual federal allocations for each of our programs. So if that helps speed things up, that would be wonderful. This is the first one's for our Title III funds, our Caregiver Support Program, which includes some transportation, respite, in-home care, and those various programs covered under that particular funding source.
So, I just don't want to confuse things. Is this, which one is the training? Is this the training? New York State Office regarding the Elder Caregiver Support Program. I thought one of them, I must have it confused. Maybe it's one of the next one. This is training.
Training?
It says the goal is to provide caregiver support based on their circumstances and needs. To include information and educational training programs, counseling support groups.
Yes.
Okay.
For caregivers.
So can you tell me, I just had one question. So how do the caregivers find out about this service? How do the caregivers find out about this service?
In my experience, we direct most of them. Either we funnel the phone calls through our office, or they'll call the New York Connects line, and we put them in touch with one of our contractors who provides the service.
So it's department directed?
Generally, yes.
Okay.
There are other resources to get you to the same place, but yes, we certainly handle our fair share of inquiries.
Anyone else? Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Can I get a second? It's been motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Number 2, authorizing an agreement with the New York State Office for the Aging regarding the Congregate Meals Program.
Yes, ma'am. This is our 3C1 funding, which covers all of our congregate meals. 19 sites around the county now, and going very, very well. Hope to expand this year, going into next year. This is what they're going to give us. The federal government's given us this year.
Now, is this the one where, right, so this is, congregate meals. I see. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Madam Chair, I had a question if you were all set.
Yes.
Commissioner, is there any way of getting a breakdown per site of how many meals are dispersed on a daily basis?
Yes, there is. I don't have that information in my head at the moment, but yes.
Not needed for passage, but for, I guess, our own edification. I'd like to know one of the locations, as you know, is in the city of Cohoes. Just wanted to know how many meals were delivered out of the city of Cohoes.
Delivered or home delivered or?
Both.
Both, either or.
Okay.
Both.
Yes, I can do that for both.
And I'll, if there's not a motion on the table, I'd be more than happy to make a motion.
So it's my understanding that we're going to get a breakdown for the next one, also the home delivery.
If you wish, sure.
I think that's what, isn't that
Yes,
what
I was just thinking to lump them all together. I saw them on the agenda. I just, yes, for both, please.
All right, so can I get a motion on number 2?
Motion.
Motion, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Number 3, authorizing an agreement with the New York State Office for the Aging regarding the home delivered meals program.
So moved.
Okay, I have a second by Mr. Hogan. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Number 4, authorizing an agreement with the New York State Office for the Aging regarding the medication management program.
Yes, ma'am. This is what we call our 3D program. It's health promotion and disease prevention. At the moment, we are running 2 programs under this funding source right now. There is Tai Chi, which is delivered at various locations across the county, and there's also a Stress Busters program for caregivers, which is handled by Catholic Charities.
So this helps with over medication that we know. sometimes happens to some of our seniors?
Actually, no. They call it, the federal government refers to it as 3D medication management.
You said 3D?
The jargon is titled 3D,
Oh.
medication management. It's actually more of a recreational program. It's like, I think we've had, at the center, we had a Tai Chi program there, and our Tai Chi provider goes to various sites throughout the county. And then Catholic Charity is doing what they call a Stress Busters program for caregivers.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
What is the stress buster? What is that like?
It's a type of training. It's a course that caregivers can take over the period of 3 to 4 weeks, and they gain certain tools and insight and ways of dealing with problems. As I'm sure you know, caregiving can be a very stressful activity.
So can you tell me again, how does this come to the attention of the caregivers?
I'm sorry, ma'am?
How does this service come to the attention of the caregivers?
The same.
Usually we deal with the,
The vast majority of the calls that we receive in our office are from caregivers. It's coming from somebody who's concerned about somebody else. And it doesn't even have to be their caregiver. It could be their neighbor, it could be their friend, it could be just someone they know.
Okay,
More often than people may realize.
okay. And so are they calling New York Connects? Which number are they? How are they getting?
They generally, in a situation like that, we will filter everybody through the New York Connects. They will call us, we'll talk to them, we'll get a kind of an overview, and then we send them to New York Connects to get their final, to get set up with those services.
Thank you. Any other questions?
I make a motion, we accept.
Okay, motion, can I get a second? Second by Ms. Chapman. All those in favor?
Aye.
Number 5, authorizing an agreement with the New York State Office for the Aging regarding the provision of supported services for seniors in Albany County.
So ma'am, this is our 3B program. This is one of our bigger ones. This 3B covers just about anything that we do. Everything from transportation, we can cover some meal programs with it. We can do recreational programs. Adult day services is a big one, our legal services program. Pretty much every service we provide can be covered by 3B funds.
Transportation. Okay. Any questions?
Make a motion.
I have a motion by Mr. EQ, second by Ms. Chapman. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Thank you.